everyone, welcome to Implema Talks. This is Johan Söderström again, trying to kind of venture into some of these different topics that is needed to actually demystify and a few of these things. I'm very honored to have Susanne Söderholm, a colleague of mine, with me today, from a little bit of a different angle than just a traditional SAP and so on. But instead of me trying to brag about you, Susanne, who am I talking to? Who do I have in on my on Implema Talks this time?
Yes. Hi, Susanne Söderholm, as you said. I'm responsible for the business area BI, Data and Analytics here at Implema. We have a little bit of other flavors than normally ERP systems have. We are coming from the traditional way that we can build anything for any customers with all different kinds of sources of data to do the analyze and do the investigation for the companies, I would say. So SAP or Dynamics or whatever could be one of the sources we're talking about, but we are adding more business knowledge to any company they want to analyze. And maybe today a little bit more about production. What would happen if the dollar goes up and stuff like that as well.
All right. Okay. So following trends of fluctuations and be able to move and so if you try to kind of wrap to help others out there to wrap our head around the word just analytics, which is something that we kind of end up in IT around. You know, for a lot of people that would be the traditional. Okay, I do an Excel sheet and then I make a paragraph and that's analytics, right? So, but what is that really? How deep do you go in analytics? What would you Can you explain the flavor of it a little bit?
To explain it in a very simple way is that you have the operational data and someone can say, yes, this is the figure, this is what we sold for. But maybe you want to add it what the cost for that product is and so on to say, is this a good product to sell at all? Are we doing any margin on it? Even so, we have operational data. We can add for some customers, maybe want to have all the HR data in it to understand the data from the perspective of the people, maybe have it together with what's the cost for inflation and so on. And the operational people always see the figure, what has already been happening, not looking forward. What if? Understanding if we have this problem, what could happen with the sales organization and so on. So we add a lot more type of different kinds of data to make a better understanding for the whole company.
Yeah, and that's from myself knowing one of those things when you come up to the conversations that you end up having in some forums with any company, like strategic headaches. What are the questions here that we don't have the answer to? That's
and you're guessing.
Then you do what we say in Sweden, we kill yourself. And I think, and I would say that's to avoid that and let the data actually predict and say that what we're doing, that's where proper analytics comes in. Right?
Don't forget in the analytics area also, we maybe help the businesses to understand their data. For example, you can have a company has different kinds of like what's a customer, for example. If you go to the one person in one organization, it's this and this. And for another company, it's so many more things to define a good customer. So maybe we also clean the data and do some master data and making sure that we have a good structure. So that is also included in the analytics area to maybe get the company to understand their own values of understanding of the company.
Yeah, and the proper language, so you use the same language. Susanne, very much thanks for this first conversation. I would love to come back and talk to you again a little bit more from different data sources and so on. But let's venture into that maybe in the next one. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.